Hey guys and gals, let's build and have a look at the Spring Garden House by LEGO. This is set number 40682, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. So for qualifying purchases of $80 or more through the official LEGO shop from March 12, 2024 through March 31st, 2024, this bunny, the chick, and this house will fall right into your shopping cart. Let's hope the egg doesn't break while we're there. And yeah, I had to read all that off. I'm surprised I didn't mess that up, only in one take, too. Okay, so there are 5 bags here. And you also get a 4x12 plate. And this. Didn't see any stickers, so that's always good. And there's bag 1. And it just jumps right on in. And not too bad, but I got some little updates that I got to talk to you guys about on what stuff's up to, gonna come. So let's just dive right on in. Okay. So a lot of things have went on. I got my car inspected and got that done. Took 2 times to get it done. The only thing that came out good was the dentist. Taxes were bad, but the dentist, I made sure I didn't have to go back there again. So, kids, brush twice a day and really floss and use the power toothbrush and use the water pick and all that stuff, because you won't have to go back and spend time down there. As nice as they are down there, I don't like dealing with it. So, I've been doing that. I got some tutorials on a bunch of them, actually. I got 3 cars. I got that tour bus done. And that only took about 2 hours to film. Oh, there's something stuck in there. Well, that's not good. But I got that bus done. And, well, can I get that out of there without having to leave? Or do I have to go get the hemostats? LEGO doesn't do a good job at packing their parts, huh? Okay, I got it out of there. But I got the bus done. I think you guys and gals are going to be pleased with the build. Now, as far as for making it available to everybody, I don't know yet. Of course, I haven't filmed it. The video's roughly 2 hours long. That's unedited. So, we'll see how far I get on that one there. Hopefully I'll get it edited down towards a little bit more manageable. Boy, I got a lot of space there. Let's bring this up a little bit. All right. So that has been taken care of and stuff like that, making sure it's not too bright. And it's going to be a really fun tutorial that I can't wait to share. I got a bunch of things. I'm working on my 5th car. Usually I build about 7 to 8 cars a year. I've been in an automobile building frenzy. So this is my 5th one that I'm working on now. Not too bad. Oh, the eyes are kind of weird on that. But at least I'm getting stuff done. Now, some people don't care much for tutorials now when they get whiff of what I do here. And that's fine, that's quite all right. Some people are just not into mock building. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. Mock building's hard. Tutorials are hard. But at least I'm building my own stuff. I like building my own things. It's always fun to figure out what you got to do here. This must be the back. So I got a lot of that doing. I haven't started the 5th wheel yet. That's the next thing. I got a bunch of stuff planned. I have all the way up through most of August done in terms of planning out. I have all the way up except for one day in May, but I'm gonna try is to release a mock for May. And it is going to be a modular. I was going to build a house, and I thought, well, I've already built enough of those. I know some of you like the big houses. This one's going to be a modular. And eventually there may be a building guide for that. We don't know. We do not know. Why? Because I haven't started building it yet, but I have a rough idea. I already know the theme of the modular. I can't share that with you. But all I can say is that it's something that's going to be fun. So we got the chick done. So this other vehicle that I'm working on now, I'm stuck on. It's not because I have to do this review. I'm just stuck. I'm like 95% done with this thing. And I've just literally just went into a writer's cramp here, a writer's block or whatever. Oh, and I got to address a comment. I know one of you comment says my hands are covering the camera. I have no way to do it like this. Yeah, and my apologies. This channel starts really racking in views. I may consider doing this in the other shop, but I'm not going to do it right now. All right, Lego, I may start dinging off for this because getting this stuff out of here is kind of a turd. Yeah, I've been going through some of my videos still. Some of them I have to private because, man, I was in a rant, cussing frenzy, and I thought, well, I'm going to, one more time, Lego, I'm going to ding off for that. But I was like, I'm going to have to chill out on that. So I'm kind of thinking of things to talk about. And I better check all these while I'm here. But for the most part, everything's been going pretty smooth. Like I said, you learn as you go. Anyways, I just been very busy with, let's start pulling out the eyes, because I think I need a regular round one in here. Oh, I found one. And I always do at least a portion of a campground. This year I'm not, but it's going to be camping related. So June will be camping. July will be, I can't leak it out, but it's something to do, something that you can spend time with the family. August is the same thing. When September comes around, I don't know yet. September is kind of like one of those months I just kind of transition to. And what I do is think of something, some small projects. And then October, I try to squeeze out 1 or 2 Halloween-related builds. It could be something related, I don't know. November, obviously, for the States. And I think even for Canada, it's Thanksgiving. So I consider that as holiday dinners. And December is always Christmas stuff. Something that's related to Christmas time. So. Okay, I'm kind of getting confused here. So, I've been kind of tinkering around. Now, I only got 2 weeks left before I have to go back to work. Okay, this is a bedside build. It's like 12 a.m., 12:15 in the morning. And today is the 10th of February 2014. So, by the time this video is released, I'd be at work. And, yeah, so... this must be the bunny here. Well, obviously it is. But at least I'm going to be not so bored anymore. I mean, work is not really fun, but I'm going to just do it and be done with it. And as far as for doing the Lego stuff, I have a friend that always kind of brags about what other Lego guys do and stuff, and I don't really care what the competition does. I just do this for a hobby. If I have an advantage over the competition, I have a day job. And for me, I enjoy just putting this stuff together and just kind of talk about things. But when somebody kind of rubs it in, oh, this person made this much, this person gets a set, you don't, so be it. I have an imagination. I can build from my mind, you know. And it's kind of sad that some people rub that in. I'm like, well, I don't really care. I build my own things. And what Lego sends me, hey, that's cool. But this is the same guy that kind of batters me for to leak out stuff, which I just happily refuse. It's like, well, you're going to have to wait until it's published. I can't tell you anymore. I don't have a lot of these. So far, this build's not bad at all. It's pretty relaxing, actually. Well, until we get to something that really falls apart. You got to make two little ears. But yeah, I have a couple of. I think I have one Easter project for March. Well, by the time you're watching this, it would be this month. So, I have 30 Lego tutorials filmed out of 52. I release one tutorial a week. But some of the tutorials, I haven't made up my mind, but if the views don't go up, they may be on YouTube memberships, which means I just make a quick 10-second ad. Hey, this is on YouTube members if you want to build it. And that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know yet. So if the views don't pop up, then there's not a whole lot I can do, huh? But these are really nice builds. My tutorials usually are. I'm sorry, usually some people brag, and I hate that, but I have to brag my tutorials are pretty good. Because I want to build it later on. I want to preserve that idea. And I want you to build it if you choose. And then we got a watering can. So this set comes with some accessories too. You know, I bet you could stick one of those little hair ribbons inside there. Alrighty. And that's it right there for bag one. So bag one does the chick and the Easter bunny, and that's what we have remaining. Okay, let's see here. There's got to be two somewhere. Well, it's got some nice pastels. Set those off to the side there. Yeah, it's kind of sad. There's been some people leaking out sets again, which they usually do. Stuff that I don't care for, but you know. So wait, Lego had one of these packaged, but this one was floating. We couldn't put these in the same bag and package them like that. Lego, come on now. That's just weird. You should have done that better. Or maybe it doesn't even belong to this bag. We don't know. Alright, so there we go. Now, I'm always after cool yellow. So I'm going to hope there's a lot of good stuff in here. Matter of fact, I just had an idea that just popped in my mind to build. It's nothing that's in this set, or related to it, but it's something I may just do in terms of that. And I'm severely overflowed on sets, so I haven't even had a chance to even go through and part them out. I haven't really done much of anything. I notice this is really bright. You know what I'm going to do? Turn that light off until we get there. My goal here is to do this real quick, and I'm going to do the review in a separate video and just tack it onto the end here. Alright. The reason being is it saves my sanity from having to do it twice. You know. Yep. And a couple of other things. Just as I was putting my junky old car to get back together, the power steering's going bad and the brakes are starting to fail on it, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to have to say goodbye to a 30-year-old friend. Get me something new. I'm going to have to, unfortunately. It's just how it is. Matter of fact, I still haven't got a haircut yet. Probably the only chore I have left is that. Before I have to go back to work. I can always do that some other time. I've been kind of lazy for my 12 weeks off. Now it's kind of picking back up again, and I got to get back into gear here. Dark green stud flowers, I do need those. I don't know if that's a lime green. Yeah, I can always use those. Great for foliage. Okay, making sure here. This may be a collaborative build, but I have a feeling it's not going to be balanced. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand that the hands do get in front of here, but I can't build backwards. And of course I could build like this too, like I do my tutorials. But tutorials, when I film them, they're filmed in portions, where this is kind of like I sit down and build the set from start to finish, and that's a lot of work. I mean, I can try my best. I'm always game for improvements, but you know, that's constructive criticism. I can't complain about that because it's going to help me become a better builder. In case I hold it like this and put this down here, don't roll off, that kind of thing. So we'll sit here. We'll try different strategies. You know, we'll see here. You know, we're always here to make it better. But I've been getting some more comments about where's your second channel. I want to sub to it. So I'm going to have a link to that. And for this one, there'll be a link to the main channel. So if you get linked to here and you get linked back to the main one, then you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Must be all the greens. Must be the pantry. Must be the pantry house. Yeah, a buddy of mine says, oh, these people got this set, why didn't you get it? I just take what Lego sends me. And I can't take all the sets. I can apply for Tier 2. But you're talking about if I did do that, I would literally be doing this full time. This would be a full-time job. It doesn't pay very well. You know? And I did get a question asked, well, Jay, can you get this set because I'm kind of stuck, and can you build it for me or something like that? Along those lines. And honestly though, if it's a set that I'm not interested in, I won't buy it. If Lego sends it to me, I'll review it. But if it's something I'm just kind of, yeah, I don't want to build that, you know, or invest the money into it, I won't. You know, I'm sorry, but it's just I'm mostly into finding the parts for stuff anyways. This light is just getting worse and worse. Once it fails, I got to get a new one. I tried it with just this light here, the floodlight, and it works just fine with that. I may just start doing that more and more. I think I paid $26, $27 for that floodlight at GameStop, and the ring light was like 15, 16 bucks. It's all on a budget. The really good ring lights are like $200 or $300, but they're like 18, 24 inches, and I thought about may have to custom make my own ring light. If I can make a ring light where it's the width of this table, then that would be fine. I got to think of something though that would make it easier. If I could do something with that and have the camera in the middle where it's out of the way, then I can work easily like this. My shop, I have that privilege. Here I don't. It requires me to clean that up, declutter, wipe off all the cobwebs, and then do all that. I don't want to do all that. Yeah, but this is a very enjoyable set. Very enjoyable. I'm not just saying that because Lego sent it to me. I'm not bored and I don't feel like I've wasted my time. I may have to raise up the camera or back this thing out a bit. there has been some discussions about ambassadors. There's a I don't really consider him more as a friend, but we're on good terms. You know, he kind of mentions about the ambassadors, and he goes how they're, you know, some of them are kind of all, you know, more or less full of themselves. I mean, I'm not full of myself in here. I just do this stuff for fun. You know, that's just how it is. You know, he's like, Jay, just don't ever become like that. I'm like, I don't go on video and show these weird facial expressions in the thumbnail. You know, you can hear in my voice that I'm not bored with this. I'm not cussing it out or anything. It's a very fun little build. I'm always into putting things together. At the end of the day, I want to build something. I don't want to stare at a computer screen. Let's raise this right up there for you. You know, I just do this for fun. I'm not here to, you know, some want every Lego set ever made. And for me, this is just fine for me. These are always come in handy. I noticed the old ones would go all the way down. They're rounded here, but look how square that one is right there. I hope Lego makes a window that fits inside those. It'd be really cool. You know how Lego's got those double doors now? Put that right above your double doors with an arch in there. That would look really good. What, Lego? No 1x12 and lime green. That's lame. I was hoping for something unique in the set. And pretty much all the parts in here I do have. I could probably reproduce this. And we're done with bag 2. So bag 2 pretty much does the framework of the egg house. And you even get an extra fork too. And that's not too bad for parts. Alright, I see 3 right at the top. Well, it's at the bottom actually. Alright. So this is obviously, it's not a collaborative build, sadly. So whoever gets this set can only build it themselves. We'll get some nice bright green. I'm always looking for bright green because I got the dark green. Bright green's pretty cool. We're back at this again here. And the bags here have just enough parts to build. It's not like I'm being overwhelmed or anything like that. Not at all. Okay. Are these mirrors or they're not? Except for the flowers on them, they look like they're mirrors. They're talking about this 2 pieces here. This right here that's silhouetted out. And I think that we could build this in a mirror and get it done real quick. So let's start there. The one closest to me over here on the left, that is the one we'll be following from the book. The one on the right will be its reflection. Now, if you're building this, do one at a time. You can build a set any way you want. I'm not here to tell you how to build. This is just easier for me to do it for brevitivity. There is some out there that would tell you how to build the set. Their way is the correct way. Now, the way that's correct is the way you build it. And that is all that matters. Because at the end of the day, guys and gals, it's all about putting stuff together. So I did release some sets on this channel, some older stuff, and I got a question asked. Is our Let's Build It community, is it LGBTQ friendly? Yes, it is. Everybody's welcome to join, no matter who you are. Because here's the thing, other than me messing up here. As long as you like building things, who cares? You know, that's the whole goal. Is you could build things and share your ideas. At the end of the day, guys and gals, it's all about putting stuff together. That's what we do. That's what we do. Everybody's included, except for the trolls. We don't want to feed them, so they'll just be outside looking in. Oh, I forgot to put the stud down there. Why didn't anybody remind me on that one? But no, I did. I got this silvery hair keep dangling on my face. Every month it looks like it's getting worse. I don't mind having the gray. I hope it gets to be a nice salt and pepper gray instead of the dark blonde color. Just think I won't have to dye it or bleach it. It'll do it itself, huh? I don't have to go in and have to bleach it and do all the toner stuff. One by 5 plates. You may see those in some of my newer tutorials. I'm sorry, but the 1 by 5 plate is just, they're just so handy to have. They're very handy. I was working with some of these earlier. Well, obviously we're going to need to build that one there too. Let me push this back here for you. We're going to need these here, but right now I'm working on this one. But apparently this one here is already, I'm already finding parts for it. We'll put that there. Okay. But I cannot wait to share some of the new ideas. Now, as far as for the Michael Myers house, I'm going to start working on that as well. I'd like to get that done quickly before work. And I'm talking about just getting it done enough to where I at least want to get, I just need to get a parts list drafted. Once I get the part, I mean, it's done. The rough guide is done. I just need to start putting together like the rough building, start finalizing the first building guide. Now I'm gonna wait till they're all done before I publish them. So if you kind of curious, don't worry. It's, you know, how much am I going to sell that for? It's going to be under $30. I looked at the build, and it's not any different than what I've been doing, but it's big. It's very big. It most likely will probably be a little cheaper than that. I'm just estimating off the top of my head. I know some have asked me how much are they going to be. They're not going to be, I mean, here's the deal. They're not going to be like $50. I've seen some guys sell building guides for up to $100, and people will pay it. And I'm like, I won't pay it. You know, we're talking about a PDF file. I'm not getting parts with it. I mean, that's not fair. Ooh, I think this is light aqua. I like this color. It's like a warm blue, like a light warm blue, but it's really cool to have. Kind of reminds me like the color you use in your swimming pool, like the liner, or when you put the water in the pool. All right, and then this booger here goes on the right-hand side. Now you don't want to press this flat because this handle is going to be sitting here, so we're going to, I thought, well, maybe I can do that. And I want it to be even with the jam there. So we'll just kind of mush that in there. And then we'll just take the next one here. But before we place that in, it's exactly what we did. Okay. Like that. And now we can skip all of that. Now we can work on step 51 now. Let's see here. Alright, so obviously this is probably the platform that takes you in. 3x3 plates. I'm waiting for Lego to bring out a 5x5 plate. That'd be really nice. Or a 3, actually there was an instance I needed a 3x4 plate. And the closest equivalent is a stanza used for minifigures, which they're really of no use to me for this project. So I was like, well, so be it. Okay. Uh-oh, the yawns are starting to set in. Almost it would go in further, but no. Well, okay, I guess this thing's going to be a little fussy, huh? I was just looking at it, thinking, why is there a gap there? No, that's supposed to be there, so just slide that in there. So look at the bottom, that's how it's supposed to look like. And well, obviously that's it. And that's what we have remaining. Now, it looks like we're going to have to combine bags 4 and 5, but before we combine anything, let's just look at bag 4. Because it may lie to us and say, you know, you may only need to use one at a time. We were just lazy. You know, sometimes Lego gets like that. But we're going to see here. We're going to see. We're going to see what's going to happen. All right, so we got to build 2 of these. I'm glad now I read that. Look at all these pastels. I think this is dark aqua or something, maybe dark or just light royal blue. I like that color. That's the color I like to use for pools. All right, we got some of these. What would you use that for? Make a nice winter icy scene. Oh yeah, speaking of winter, it was raining. We had like 1.5 inches of rain out here in a day. A couple of days ago. Now everything's kind of drying out. And you will have to unbox the other bags. So bag 5 has the 2x2s. So bags 4 and 5 finish it up. And it just rained. You know, I need these, but not in that color. Well, yeah, at least we're getting everything saturated here. Yeah, so far this is a nice little build. Very nice indeed. So like I said, I cut it to you straight. If a set is just really bad, I let Lego know it. Just like if it's something like this, it's really good. This is keeping my interest. This is fun. So for me, not a bad build. Now, I know some said, Jay, when are you going to do really big sets when Lego sends them to me? I did request for modulars and stuff like that, because I know some of you have been asking about them. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pest to build, but if they send them to me, I'll review them. But you know how I am. I like to build my own stuff, so if they don't send them to me and there's a good one that came out, probably won't get it, because I can always build them myself. Okay, we got to stick some 1x2s down here. I always like just enjoy sharing my ideas versus just building things. I know some of you are seeing my hands again, but like this side is not too bad. I can hold it here and show you. So I got plenty of goodies to share with you guys and gals. I just got to get them done first. Starting to get a little tired now. I mean, I slept like 8 hours today. Matter of fact, I didn't get out of bed till 12. I had to go to the dentist and stuff like that, or I wouldn't have got out of bed. See, I worked my buns off last 10 weeks, so I'm going to enjoy my last couple of stretches in the bed before I have to go. Well, those would make great maybe sides for a pool or something, like an above ground pool. Yeah. Or a water slide, or if maybe some ice or something would be pretty cool. Okay, I don't have a lot of these in pink. A 1x2 plate with half bow. What would you use those colors for? I'm seeing an ice cream shop, like for a booth, like a dining booth. Those would work really good in there. Or for maybe a back of a seat to a sofa too. I may one day is bring out all pink builds throughout the whole year. I've been getting requests for Friends builds, like making a Friends doll compatible vehicle and stuff like that. And I've already had those requests a handful of times, but if it starts getting to be pretty aggressive in terms of those type of builds, I will do those. I will. Okay. I'm trying to make a compromise to where they'll both work for minifigures and mini dolls. I'm sure with some slight modifications they can be done. I've had some people tell me that I shouldn't do that, but you know what? You know, gotta have fun. It's like, I remember last year I said, hey, would you guys want me to put mini dolls in my build? Because I was going to have some mini dolls in my campground, and you could not believe how many people said no. And I said, oh, okay. I had a storyline and everything thought up, and I thought, I don't think the dudes are ready for all that yet. The Friends dolls would have been the really messy ones in the campground that were loud and keep the camp host up all night and all the other campers. You know, they got to have those wild parties. They've been drinking too many cocktails. And that's it. Okay. Oh, these are little windows. Okay, that's what the little holes on the side were for. They're for windows. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set it like that. And I'm just going to press on the 2x4 plates because they're more sturdy. And let's see here. Yeah, right there. And you can see through the windows too. That's kind of cool. And I'm putting that upside down. This is what I call veneering or skinning a building. Never have enough parts or certain colors just don't come in the pieces you want. Just skin it. Fluff it up, you're fine. Alright, so that last 4x12 plate goes in with this. Yeah, we've been on a Discord call. We've been talking about vintage sets. And I don't know, I've been kind of looking at getting Belleville or Fabuland sets just for fun, just to build them and see what they're like. And I know there's another YouTuber in here. He stopped doing videos. I'm not going to go into the whole stuff, what was going on, but he was doing a lot of the older set rebuilds and stuff, which is really cool. And if it's something you'd want to see, I'm thinking about piecing together stuff from old sets and rebuilding them, stuff that I have not reviewed before. And we can take a look at it together. If that's something you're interested in, then we can do that. I don't know if I can take requests, because a lot of the stuff I don't have. I may not have all the sticker sheets or anything like that. I wouldn't put stickers on this stuff anyways, but I think the more challenging, hard thing to do is to just piece it together. Ooh, just cracked my neck. Gold leaf there. But yeah, I mean, just to put some of this older stuff together is always fun. Oh, the eggs in there. You only get one sand green, or not sand green, spring green. Lego, you gotta bring those eggs out in these two blue colors. I got some dark azure. No, I don't have dark azure. I gotta buy more egg colors. Those are always good for like Easter builds. I don't really do a whole lot of Easter projects, but I think they'd be really good for spring. You know, spring type builds. Now, also, if you notice, I'm not saying any bad words in my videos. I'm cutting that out after watching some of the older stuff. It's kind of like, yeah, we need to cut that out a little bit. So if you notice, I don't really say a whole lot in here. You know, trying to make these more for families to sit down and enjoy. Because, like I said, at the time when I did this whole channel, this was basically just an archive. But now we're not going to do that. Matter of fact, there's been a specific YouTuber regrets some of the things he said, and he needs to go out and apologize to the community for it. Probably won't happen, but I'm assuming those fold down from that. That's exactly what they do after you install it. All right. So the egg portion goes here, but I'm flipping it backwards so you can see here. Okay. Extra light does help. I'm just gonna, you know what? Let's leave it open like it says. So we can come in here and press down here. All right. Okay, it looks pretty good. Now we can fold it up. That's not too bad. Let me back that out and show you here. And it looks like an egg, something that Humpty Dumpty would live in, if anybody knows who Humpty Dumpty is. Okay, well, we're missing something that goes on here. I think that's what the last parts are for. Not too bad. I've been kind of looking around my yard. I want to start finding a place to do these filmings outside. The reason being is so to get out of here. You know, so it's a little more, you know, and two, I don't want to keep these so formal. A lot of these guys, they have the fancy Lego, they have all their Lego sets displayed when they're filming a video. I don't want to get into that either. I just want to have fun, build some stuff, share my ideas with you, and fight the studs, but that's where those are supposed to go in like that. Yeah, put the lid on it. But I'm pretty much, I'm okay with, you know, not having the fancy backgrounds. I understand it's kind of not eye appealing, but, you know, hey, all right. This goes on top of these angular plates right there. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And where's my lights in at 5% brightness? Wow, it's enough to take the brightness off. If I just turn that off, it's like, yeah. All right. I'm assuming that these are mirrors. They go on here like that. There we go. I mean, it's good for what it is. Now, this is obviously not even really a house. It's missing a door, but and the rest of the house, for that matter, it's probably just a foyer build. Sometimes that French accent thing comes out, but although I'm English, European descent, I don't know. But hey, we're almost done with this, right? Means I can go back to brainstorming on this vehicle project. And I got a bunch of other things that I'm working on too. But by all means, this is not stalling me out of a build. It's just, this is a nice little, it's a nice fun little build. Time waster build is what it is. As you get this set, this is something I would give my daughter if I had one. Say, here, you know, let me get out a set and we can build together type deal. I've always wanted to do that with my kids. Build with Lego. Build Lego with them. That's it. And this is what we have remaining here. Now we're going to go ahead and set up the build. Now I'm saying that just for my indexing purposes. We put the manual away. We don't need that. And that's a bummer. It doesn't have a scan code. Well, that's lame. Toss it over there now. Alright, do I need to put this on a turntable? I mean, I could just do that. Let's take a look here. I mean, it's got a lot of... Okay, well, we already know one thing. It doesn't... Nothing falls out of it. And it's studded, so you can actually put your figures in here, too. So you can just set these little guys right on there. Kind of. Well, let's lead them off. Okay. let's see if I can get this balance more right for you so we can, well, you know what, let me drop the camera here. We're setting up right. We can mess up on this here. And for the next 2 weeks though, I am going to have barbecue, because after that I will be eating takeout or junk food. Because, let me make sure my horizon's set right. No, it's not. Because I will not be eating a whole bunch of homemade food for a while. No, I'm not going to prison. It's work. Well, maybe it is prison, huh? Alright, let's see here. We're going to start it right here. And let's kind of tappity tap the... Let's just bounce this thing a little forward here. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. Is the horizon still good? Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to focus in on it here. This camera's just kind of loose. Yeah, you know, hey, you got to like my sloppiness, right? You know, I have to be sloppy on these. Why? Because it makes it more informal, more personal. That's exposure focus. I think I'm going to have a mock in May and June, so it'll be 2 mocks back to back. And that's essentially what we have there. I think that looks good. Alright, let's get the lighting here. And now we can start with the formal review. Off to the left we have our spring garden house, and I use that term very loosely. On the right we have ourselves a little chick. We'll take a look at him first. It's just a brick-built figure. It's like something you'd probably see in the Super Mario series sets. And we got an Easter bunny. It's not a bad bunny for what it is. It's brick-built, but it looks pretty good. Better than what I could build. I'm not really much into animal or brick animal figures, but it's got a watering can. It's got a carrot. Just pulling him by his ears. And for the house, it looks like an egg. And it's nice and bright and colorful. It's got some nice pastel colors in it. Looks pretty cool. We're missing a door though. We got ourselves a fake window at the top. I like the greenery and stuff. And it does have, if you want to call it an interior, these right here are windows. And there it is. So we'll kind of take a peek in there. There's some shelves with some things on it. Looks like most of the stuff is stationary. And yes, you even get a little spork there too. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Turn that brightness up for you so you can see more in there, because it's kind of dark and gloomy. But yeah, I mean, and basically what you do is you can have your bunny in here kind of just sit and stare at the wall, and put the chick over here, and that's what you do. And for the most part, it's a very interesting build. It was really quick to put together. It was a relaxing build, very relaxing. I mean, it was not something boring or dull by any means. It was fun to put together. So I'm going to start my review with build experience, and that's essentially what it is. It's a very relaxing build. This is something you can build in probably about 20-30 minutes. Make a great gift for someone who's really into the Easter stuff, or an Easter display too. And I'm really pleased with it. It wasn't something that I was bored with. I enjoyed putting this together. So my build experience is pretty good with this one. And whoever gets the set is going to have a lot of fun. Build quality seems pretty good as well. I didn't have anything fall off. Even the accessories are all fixed. You can shake the house. Nothing's going to fall out of it. So that's always good. And you got the extra studs here so you can attach your brick figures right to it. So you can just do this right here. I don't know if I can get him to stand on the studs, but you know, not too bad. Which leads to play value, and it is playable. You can play with this. You can, you know, have fun with it. And if you had another one of these, I'm sure you could probably expand on this, make it a full, maybe a full pass through the house, which leads to mock value. It's possible. Or if you get these colors, just expand on this a bit more, make it into a full-size house, maybe add a little door to it. Be really cool. And for the most part, it is a playable model for what it is, especially for brick-built animals, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Before I forget, this set is not a collaborative build. Bag 1 does the chick and the Easter bunny. Bags 2, 3, 4, and 5 do the spring garden house. That's it. So it's really not balanced out right. If you have another set, you could build along with your child. This would make a great Easter-related builds. So you're not really going to go wrong with this one here. Now I know some of you are expecting me to trash this set, but honestly it's a 10. Why? It was fun and easy to put together. The instructions were easy to follow. It kept my interest throughout the build. Yes, it's a very simple build, but look how bright and colorful it is, and it's adorable too. So I'm going to flat out give this a 10 for my build experience. Quality can be expanded on if you want to. There's really nothing wrong with this set. Now you do have to spend $80 to get this model added to your cart from March 12, 2024 through March 31st, 2024. But honestly, spending $80 for this, I'm going to say it's probably about 250 pieces. I mean, if you're buying a modular or something, or buying a lot of parts, or buying some sets, yeah, it'd be worth getting this set. But if you're looking just to get this set alone, I hope LEGO releases it on a retail type thing. It'd be kind of cool to buy this set and just maybe give it away as a gift or something. But I'm hoping it is a retail model more than anything else. It was fun to put together. It'd be kind of a waste, but in all though, just with the gift with purchase offers that I've been getting, they're always fun to put together. They're not too long, and they're pretty easy for anyone to build. And for a set like this, it makes a great gift. Tell me what you think of the spring garden house. Are you going to spend $80 or more to get this through the official LEGO shop? For me, I don't really have any plans to place an order for parts. I've already got enough already as it is. But for somebody out there who's ready to place an order, you're not going to go wrong with this one. If you got a daughter who likes building this stuff, there you go. Tell me what you think.